So Tom here with us. Highly welcome. I hope you enjoy the city.
Always. And I like Hungary. It's very, very beautiful. And thank you for hosting me here. And I love being here in the studio with you.
So Tom, I'm really interested in of the beginning because as I know something about you from your book, Mindflow Method as a book, there is like a couple of pages, like 40 pages about your lifeline. And I know you are from business field. So
Yes.
how come you were a businessman and then finally now you are the father of Mindflow and supporting people, giving them a method to feel better, to be more energized. How was the flip between business and Mindflow?
Well, there was no really flip because I was working as a businessman, as you know. I had many contacts, many people which are working with me, who are working with me. And I had some friends from who were doctors, surgeons. And they said, okay, we have so much stress. We're standing in the emergency room 18 hours a day, and many people are doing mistakes. Yeah, let's try some methods to relax you. It was intern people. We had a lot of fun. And suddenly we recognized that they did not make any faults now. They stopped making faults. They were relaxed. They could go home having party. They were back to life.
They were more energized and focused.
Yes, they were more energized and focused, and they had no stress. If you come from your business, perhaps in the evening, you're just lying down on your couch and sleep, and everything is done.
Yeah.
And they suddenly had a life after work.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very easy for them because they are the clever guys. They changed everything, what we said. They were doing everything what we said, and they were happy.
And when was the first when you had the talent? You realized that you have a kind of talent or you know more than an average man?
It started in school. Before school, it started in kindergarten in Germany. But I didn't stay long in kindergarten. I just wanted to be at home or with my grand uncle who had a building company and giving the money on Friday to the people. In Germany, it was every Friday they get a bag with cash,
Mm-hmm.
and the name was Lohntüte, and I was with him giving the people the Lohntüte.
Wow.
And feeling this feeling when they got their money.
Mm-hmm.
In kindergarten, yes, I was in a Catholic kindergarten,
Mm-hmm.
and the nun said to my mother once, he's different. And my mom said, why? Because he don't speak too much. Yeah, it's vice versa than now. And she said, when he's speaking, he thought already 10 hours or 20 hours about that he will say. And he's a good analyzer, and he will be a professor. So, lucky me, I am not a professor. Nothing against the professors, but it's not for me. And then in school, I had a very, very good brain. I didn't had to learn a lot of things. I just went in the morning, half an hour earlier to school, and we all exchanged homework.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a Bavarian called Abitur, which was very hard for Bavaria was the best in Germany. But I did an average. I said, okay, I need this and this numbers to get further on, and I made a German average without any lot of work.
Stress.
Yeah.
So you were like a happy young German guy, and you knew already that you are different and you can handle things better. And then how come the method was born?
The method was born when I was about 30, 35. I was interested all my life in Homer, old stories, and I had some interesting connections there. I was in Mexico to a light priest, which was very impressive, because when he was looking into the light in Mexico, in my room in Germany, it was getting light inside. I didn't know how he did that. So I went there because I wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a lot of traveling there to get the famous people. No, I was in Nepal, I was in India, and checked the people what they are doing, because they said they had a lot of energy. They were doing meditation, but always in this meditation, there was something missing. You know what I mean? It was meditation. You were sitting there, your back is aching, and nothing else happens. Sorry for the guys who are doing meditation. Yeah, and this was not enough for me. So I learned to know Burkhard Heim, because Burkhard Heim, he was a German physician, a physics guy, and he did see in the world that something is not explainable. And he was doing math about that, and he wrote more than 100 books, and nobody understood this. And this is this guy with the 12 dimensions. He proved there are 12 dimensions. He did it in the early 60s or 50s. And the last computer who confirmed he was right was in 2013. The computer were able enough to do this confirmation. So I said, okay, how are they doing this? And I sometimes, with my body, I did tennis, kung fu, and karate. And my body was always different, because if I was getting hurt, after 20 minutes, 30 minutes, everything was okay. I was okay.
Yeah, I read in your book that you had several ski accidents.
Yeah.
And the ice skate accident and everything. And you created back the original state soon, very quickly.
Yes.
And did you know consciously that it happens, or just you did it and that's it?
First, I did it because I didn't recognize that I'm different. And then I saw that the others were in hospital.
They need hospital.
They need hospital. So I said, okay, what I'm doing? Okay, so I learned that I'm going out of this accident. And when I was going out of this accident and not thinking about that, the body starts to repair by itself.
And that's the G4 state, right?
Yes. And you can imagine I learned a lot of ancient fighters, because ancient fighters had no chance to have a surgery on this in battle or something like this. And I researched that they had head wounds, which we today will not survive, and wounds, inner wounds, which we cannot be treated. So I was asking, how did they repair? And there was all about energy. For example, some ancient fighters cut their arm a little bit, and when the wound is healing, the inner wounds are also healing.
Wow.
Okay. And this I learned, and I tried sometimes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I was not stupid, because I tried sometimes. And then I couldn't think it's so easy. But every good things in life are easy. The best food is easy food, right? Yes.
And later on, you just heard the calling to help others, or how was it?
Yeah, I was in London at this time. And I had a good friend of mine in Munich. She did readings with people, and she said, Tom, you're also able to do that. I said, no, I don't want that.
Kind of psyche method?
Yeah, it was, you can imagine, I tried, because I always try. I had some meetings with people. They called me on a special number, and then I said, don't tell me your name. Just tell me your name, but don't tell me anything else. And they went to my room, and I said, don't talk to me, because this is cold reading. I don't want to do cold reading. I want to try. If it is wrong, you don't pay anything. And then I had about 1,000 or 2,000 people which are coming to me. And I said, oh, that is your problem. And they all confirmed that. And most interesting thing was there. I had a lady there. She said, yeah, with my husband, there are a lot of problems and I'm cannot work with him. I have no sex with him, nothing else. And I saw behind her, there's no husband. And I said, sorry, can I ask you a question? There is no husband. There's a lady. He said, yeah, but you don't tell. It is top secret. And this times it was top secret. This was not good. I said, yeah, but sorry. And then she was very, very impressed of that. And I gave them some hints. This was the beginning. Then we checked the body. How, in which condition is the body? I didn't touch. I didn't want to know. I said, look there, look there, look there. And they all confirmed that they have problems. And then we started to try to help them. And the very important thing with Mindflow is, I cannot heal you. You can heal yourself. And this is a very important relationship because you're not depending on me. You are depending on you. You know?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah, because if I exist or not, it's not important. You are important and you can heal yourself if you know how to do this.
Yeah, it's wonderful because it's very much matching to other helping experts, professionals. It's the very same that you have to be there as a support and give feedback, but actually the self itself works on herself.
Yeah.
And that's why I love Mindflow, and that's why I decided to work a lot to spread in Hungary, because I know the parallelities with other helping experts and methods, this kind of supporting the other, but let it be. For example, in Gestalt, which is a psychotherapy method, actually, there is a saying called Gestalt prayer, and it says, I am who I am and you are who you are, and we are both here to live our lives. And if I have an impact on you, it's great. But if not, that is also great.
Yeah. And the best thing, I have no impact on you because then you are free. I think the most important thing in life is that people are learning how to be free, how not to rely on anybody. I rely on myself. I rely on my feeling. And for example, sometimes people said, yeah, you're creating people like Sekte, we say in Germany. Perhaps you know, when you have followers and squeezing them out, you know.
Yeah,
and
but
you are the guru.
Yeah,
I don't like the guru. I want to be in the background, you know.
Yeah, but how do you call yourself? Like a healer, a teacher, whatever? How do you call yourself?
I think it's right human.
Okay.
And when people learn to be human, and they reached everything what they need.
But we support each other as humans.
Yes.
And there are some whose knowledge is higher. And if they feel the calling and the responsibility to support others, that's wonderful. And that's what you do. Because unfortunately, we all see that here in the society, people think they live, but actually they don't live.
Yes, that's right.
They are in their own mental prison. Yeah. And they are just shaking their own prison.
Yeah.
But with these methods and new insights, we all can help kind of free humans themselves.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful.
And it's wonderful that you are trying to spread this, because it's crazy. And people first they fight against you because they said you want to change me. No, I don't want to change. You can be like you. You can have your headache. I'm not caring if you have your headache. It's not my headache, you know.
Yeah. So millions of people in German territories, like in Switzerland, Germany, Austria, follow you. And our task here in Hungary to translate whatever we can and invite you whenever we can.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, we work on it.
And you're happy in Hungary because you're very much grounded people in the.
Really?
Yeah, I think people are more grounded. The old people know something. The farmers know things, how to help, how to handle things. Mm-hmm. There's more wisdom.
No.
And I think that it's very nice that you are helping the people to regain their wisdom, to be free and to be not relying on others. Why should I rely on others?
Yeah, it's a
Not the
huge one.
doctor is helping you. The doctor can say you, okay, take this pill, but what does the body? The body reacts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't kiss the doctor, kiss yourself. Right?
Happily.
Yeah.
So a little bit 1 minute back to the beginning, and then we really step forward because that's life also.
Yeah.
That what was the biggest challenge when you started to figure out, okay, I know something, I created the method, I figured out what to show to people. What was the biggest challenge in this whole thing to give forward the method?
Biggest challenge was the first thing that I learned: I don't need to search people. I was sitting at home, and I was shocked how far this spread it, how quick this spread it. And after the big spreading, there was for me a break of 3 or 4 years, because I left my home, removed my telephone number, because people were standing in my private home on the street.
Wow.
And waiting for, hey, you can help. And this is what I didn't want, because they say you can help. No, I was not the guy who's helping. So I removed me from the internet. I had no internet. I had nothing. And the most beautiful thing, an old lady with 80 years, she found me after 4 years, and she's now Mindflower and did everything. And she said, I missed you, but I understand, because I went away, because there were too many people who were thinking you are Jesus, God, or Allah, what you're saying. No, I'm a human, and God is God.
Yeah.
That's very important to recognize.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you think you are
God,
something
then
special, it's over.
Yeah.
Then you should go to the clinic.
Yes. So many people are following you, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you have any general picture about ages? What kind of people gather the most around you and around Mindflow method? Because momently you already have more than 200 trainers who also are able to speak about Mindflow, keeping basic seminars and healing people, kind of supporting people. So it's I just jumped over 15 years now.
Yeah.
But the question is that is there a average age who follow you?
We have the youngest was 7 years.
I think I know him.
Yes.
Yeah, lovely.
He's a great guy, and he's now 12, and he's a trainer.
Trainer?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
already a trainer. And the oldest lady, she's getting this year 88. And she will with us in Santiago de Compostela. She's from Switzerland, and she said, Tom, I come with you. We were in Abu Dhabi. We went down the dunes together. We had a lot of fun. And she said, I'm so old because I'm working with our methods. And she's so happy. She's fit. She's working. All good.
Yeah, the method itself, that you gather people, you travel together, you teach people, and then practice together, is already a kind of energy bump, right?
Yeah, we have some places where we want to go, and the people are free to come or not to come. We were in India. We are in special places all over the world who nobody knows. This is very interesting. Why they don't know it, where all the old energies are coming. But I think it's a problem of our time that people have too much in their head and don't know what is really happening.
Yeah. When I first joined to the first seminar in Berchtesgaden.
Yeah, I know.
Then I was really surprised, because there was a lot of doctors, psychiatrists, lawyers, and also kids. And you told me that kids and other young people come mainly because they are bullied in the school, and you teach them how to create this self-power, this strengthness. And do you see any possibility in the future to focus more on for the youth? Because
the youth is our future, And I have a lot of trainers who are trying to focus on youth. We have doctors for children who are organizing in the practice seminars for children. They are for free because we don't take money from kids, and the kids understand. For example, I had two boys who were in a very, very bad surrounding at home. The father was hitting them, and the mother is an alcoholic. And what happened is we worked with the kids, we showed them energy, and the thing, your mind changes. Your mind, everything will change around.
Yeah.
And the day they understood, they had fun, they know they have power, and they are the guys who want to see the father hitting them. If they learned, I don't want to see this, father stopped.
Yeah.
And this is, for me, is amazing, because there are two lives which were changed by themselves.
Yeah, but based on the Mindflow basics,
Yes.
which means that everything is energy,
Yeah.
and the information is around us.
Yeah.
So if I change, the other person will change definitely.
Yeah. So if your glass of water, it's normally drinkable. Yes. If we boil it, do it boiling hot, you cannot drink it. So everything will change around you. Nobody will drink this glass now.
Yeah.
You know, this is a total change.
Yeah.
People cannot imagine, because if I change, for example, if I in business do not react the same way, there's another reaction. They don't know me, and I change the whole company.
Yeah, a lot of businessmen is in the group also, right?
Yeah. And they have stress.
They won't have stress, and they will be more.
Yeah.
So, and as I know, you do a lot of charity work.
Yeah, not so much.
But I know.
Yeah.
So, what kind of charity? Like you teach for free for kids,
we
or
have
groups,
we have a lot of kids, and kids who are in a children's home, which we support, but we support the direct way, you know.
Yeah, financially, you mean?
Financially or otherwise. And the very important thing is to learn, if you do charity to another, you are not doing charity to a person who should say thank you to you. You should charity without the person knowing that you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, because otherwise it's a relationship. This is the guy who's giving the money to us. I have to say thank you. No.
Yeah.
They are worth. Every human being is worth to have enough money to be respected and have a great life.
Yeah, that's wonderful, really.
Yeah. So I can eat only one schnitzel a day. So the other we can share, right? Yeah. And if life is not fun, life is not worth to be
joking all the time.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, because energy is like such a huge energy.
Yeah, energy is produced by laughing. And if you laugh, you cannot be getting ill.
Wow, then laugh me more.
Yes.
Make me laugh more.
Yeah.
So there are skeptics all the time.
Yes, perfect.
If someone says, "Oh, Mindflow is a placebo, nothing happens because I don't see anything," then what can you say? What can you tell them?
It can be. I invite them. They should try, and they're 100% for the moment who failed. So everything is good.
Yeah.
And I think before you judge something, try it.
Yeah, that's the very same.
Yes, it's like the restaurant critics said, the food is not good, never been there, you know?
Yeah. So it's kind of giving a tool to use their attention, what's happening with them, because most of them never ever was watching the process, right?
Yes, that's right. So why not? And my best Mindflowers are the guys in the first time, because I said I don't want these guys nodding all time saying, yes, you're right, yes, you're right. No, I want to try, find out, and if it's working, it's good. And the problem is it's 100%.
Yeah. So this G4 is kind of magical thing. I love, of course, being in G4. And when I studied from you later on, I realized I already know the state. It's a familiar state.
Yes.
But the thing is in Mindflow that I can decide to go to G4 at any time.
Yes.
So I use this everywhere.
Yeah.
In the bank, in the traffic jam, wherever I'm just go to G4 and it's fantastic. So really, it would be great to write a book about it. So tell me a little bit more about G4 because people are really interested in, but they cannot imagine.
It's very easy. When you are interacting with people, you're changing energy. So everybody, how do I change energy? Yeah. First, if you have frequencies, you're changing. If you are in a bad mood, or if I'm in a bad mood, you will recognize that I'm in a bad mood. In this moment, we changed energies. And normally, the guy who has low energy wants to pick up energy from the guy who has more energy.
Unconsciously.
Yeah. So the bad boys are in real the guys who have no energy, and they try to get the energy from the others. And this energy is changed, and you always, in normal life, you will lose energy to the guys who have lower energy than you. And this is not good, I think. And G4 is a state of energy. We call the people who have not much energy, they have blockades. They're blocked from their energy. They have...
The energy is not in flow, but
not in flow. So
in.
if you go in the G4 state, you learn that all is energy and you have 100% energy. Your body is repairing. The mitochondria are working very, very hard and fast. This is energy. You feel the heat of the other guys. And suddenly you are in a state of G4. The guys next to you who are attacking you will be put to the state of G4. And he's losing his blockades and giving you the blockade as an energy.
Yeah.
So my question is a win-win situation, right? He gets the energy, he will lose his blockades, and I get energy, and everything is fine.
Yeah, there is no conflict anymore.
No conflict. If they're doing in the world and all the wars.
I use it in post office, banks.
Yeah. Yes.
Whatever it's
to fasten them up or to...
No. No, people are very stressed and very directly aggressive with each other, and they don't even realize that because it's so normal that everybody's aggressive a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And somehow I just do this, and finally they start to speak about normal voice.
Yeah. And yes, but you don't send them an invoice, right?
Oh, not yet. I forgot.
You should do it because they're feeling better, you know.
Yeah. So here connects the topic of perpetrators and victims. So this kind of game, the stage of life.
Yeah.
Can you speak about it?
Yes, of course. If you are a victim in life, everybody is bad to me, I have no money, I have this, nothing. There should be, in this moment, you're on stage, you invite a man or a lady that will behave that you are right. You know, this is the aggressor. He has no chance. He has to appear on stage because you want to feel this.
Yeah.
And what we are doing, we're just removing the victims from stage because the aggressor on stage alone, what can he do?
Yeah. So actually the victim, if he or she gets support with a method, for example, with Mindflow, then blockages kind of solve out.
Yeah.
There are a much more higher life energy. Yes. So he won't be in victim role anymore.
Yes.
So it means that on the stage, there is no role for a perpetrator because there is no victim on the stage, right?
Right.
So it's very much parallel to other helping methods that what is my reality?
Yes.
My reality is mine. That's why we call it subjective reality. It's mine. And if my reality, there is a role for a perpetrator, it will shown up.
Yeah, he has to. And if there's no victim, there's no aggressor. He cannot. There's nothing to attack.
Yeah. Normally, the victims come to Mindflow seminars.
Yeah. After being victims, they are all winners. The perpetrators are winners because they have not to fight or to kill or something like this. And the victims are no victims because they have they don't know what's happening. They changed everything. Normally in seminar, I'm saying the beginning, who of you are bullied in the company? We are looking in the front, so nobody is looking to the other, and some hands going up.
A lot of hands.
Yeah, a lot of hands going up. And I say, hey, congratulations, you're running the country. and the business and the company, Why?
Yeah.
Because these guys are giving the energy to the others. And they're looking and say, okay, I never saw this, that I am. Yeah, I said, sorry, you are the boss in the company because you refuel.
Yeah.
And then I tell him the story about the fuel station. If you have a very sober, beautiful fuel station and there's a guy coming with a Ferrari, he's putting out the gasoline to his car and going away without paying, and you're feeling bad. Okay, what we are doing is, when his next time coming, we put out the fuel from his car. He has to push the car from the station, and he learns in this moment, don't do that.
Yeah.
And you feel free. And you love, this moment you love Ferraris coming on your...
So shortly summarizing, victims who are the victims in life, they don't know that they are the stronger part of this.
Yes.
They
and
don't
once you know this,
because that's why they are stronger.
Yeah.
They are ready for being grabbed, actually, because they have energy to be grabbed, right?
Yeah. Nobody takes, for example, if you have eaten a chicken, you don't eat the bones, right? You want to have the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So the victims have the flesh and the bones or something. I know you're vegetarian, sorry. But, if there is no flesh, they cannot eat.
Why?
Yeah, because nobody will pick the bones. Nobody will eat the bones,
I see. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So easy.
Okay.
And if everybody has enough, he has not to fight against.
Do you have any practice about working with Mindflow in corporates?
Yes.
So in companies.
Yes.
How is it?
Beautiful. Because we started with a friend in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
He's also very crazy. He's in the IT branch, and he had a lot of people. And we did the one seminar there with the whole company. And the best thing is having people in front of you who are forced to be there. There's a good entrance,
Good challenge, right?
Yeah. And talk to them. We learned them things. And suddenly they recognized, for example, that the guy who's caring about numbers is a better seller than the seller, because the seller is about caring about numbers. They are changing suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
And the company is changing. And something happens that people can interact in another way. They ask, okay, do you want energy from me in this time?
No.
No, sorry, let's talk, And he's a very, very crazy and very clever guy. And when he sold his company, I don't tell the name, we did the selling together,
mm-hmm.
first time. And he's very in Mindflow since years. And we were sitting together in front of the buyers. And there was lunchtime. And I asked him, what do you think? He said, it was a huge sum of money. He said, I have no good feeling.
Why?
Yeah, but we said, I don't have a good feeling. They are betraying you. Okay. And then after lunchtime, the lawyers all came, he said, no, I'm out. And they were happy. And after 2 years, I said, keep it 2 years. And after 2 years, he earned much more money.
Mm-hmm.
And this is because he had got the feeling that they are tricking him, that they want to squeeze him out, and was not good after. And
that's also what we can study in Mindflow, that to have this inner strength, and we believe our intuition.
Yes.
Otherwise, a businessman, why would believe his intuition, right? Because there is a lot of money on the table.
Yeah. But there will be afterwards more money on the table. And he said, oh, good, I believe my intuition.
And that's the braveness that I believe in my intuition and make a choice which is not so realistic or logical, right?
Yeah, this is what I did in my business.
Mm-hmm.
We did choices. My employees said, you're crazy. I said, yes, but we earned the money. You know, that this is it's a hellscape tour, you know, but we earned the money.
Yeah.
And this is all about, if you have a bad feeling and you have bad energy, you're a victim.
Yeah.
And if you act as a victim, what is the other? He is the aggressor. He has to treat you like this.
Yeah, there is no other role.
But nobody understands. In business, nobody understands at the moment. Life is easy. Yeah. And if you can do that in Hungary, I would kiss your hand that they understand it. Okay?
I try.
Yeah, you do. You're able to do that.
Thank you.
All the Europeans come to Hungary.
Let's do that. Yeah. It's connecting to my next question, that now you really reach a lot in the last 15 years. So millions of people, a lot of healed people. The training itself, it has a 4-level training, 200 trainers all over the world. So it's a fantastic ending, and not ending yet, because my question is, how do you see the future of Mindflow? What else? What more you can build or do?
I think for the moment we should spread more over the world. And I cannot do it because I am one person. I don't want to be every day in another country. I had times in 2009 when I didn't sleep one day in my home, or my bed. Mm-hmm. So life should be fun.
So the future can be, you have like kind of followers.
We have trainers. We have more people all over the world. If you are Hungarians, tomorrow talk to others.
Yeah, and Poland people too, French people too.
Yeah, and you are a trainer, for example. I don't have to be here.
Yeah,
because you're doing well. You have fun. You're doing well.
Yeah. Do you have any experience what the difference between nations? So how Hungarians behave or
I will tell you tomorrow how the Hungarians behave. Okay.
Okay. Don't forget Hungary, then Poland or French, or I know that your book was edited in these countries or in Italy. So do you have any practice that how different they approach Mindflow?
The most difficult people are Germans. Very easy is Italy because they are grounded on the earth. They know what's happening. They have a feeling from the family already. There's more family. Switzerland was in the beginning very, very harsh. And don't forget my first seminar in Switzerland. I wanted to cry in the lunchtime. Not really.
I can imagine you.
But Switzerland now we have a lot of people from Switzerland because they are very clever people. They understand. They have also their feet on the earth because they are also using a lot of money. And for them, the seminar is very cheap.
Yeah.
The Englishman is now keep a stiff upper lip, you know. He shows no reaction for the moment, but he understands it's working. Then he's going home, thinking of it. Coming next day to the seminar, looking if it's still working. Then he's going home and he's writing an email. Was quite impressive. And after half a year, he gets in touch and asks when is the next seminar.
No, good.
The French are also different because I speak also French. And I love my French people, but they are in a more distance because from the government, they are not so allowed to go in touch with healing. And
wow.
There's more this. You go to the doctor, take a drug, and then you're a good citizen.
Yeah, still in 2020,
Yes.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
So, do you have any experience with Asian people? Because they are more.
Yeah, we have some Asian people. They understand very, very quick
Mhm,
because they know how to use energy.
mhm.
You see in the Asians always when they have here the thicker arm, from Tai Chi or something,
Yeah.
they understand very, very quick. And they feel they can do it they are very, very fast in changing their state of mind.
Mhm.
And I love them because with them, it's like with the children. Children can see it and they change the state.
Uh-huh.
And the Asians do so much with energy. This is usual for them.
Mhm. Do I know well that you also practice Kung Fu or Shaolin Kung
Yeah.
Fu or
Yeah.
what? How is it? Like, is your everyday story or sometimes, or how is
If I
it?
have time, I have a good friend, and we're doing some fighting together to staying young.
Mhm.
Sometimes it hurts very much, but the good thing is that you have to use the body even if it hurts, so the body can go back in the state of health.
Is the very same that if there is hurt, then energy rise?
Yes.
This?
Yes.
Mhm.
For example, if you have an inflammation in your arm or something, you put more inflammation on it, that it will go away.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I forward some provocative thoughts,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
comes from people.
Yeah.
Sometimes, very rarely.
Yeah. I'm in fear of
But
already.
probably the listeners
Yeah.
also have some weaknesses about belief.
Yeah.
That people often say that Mindflow is so simple. How come is you just do a 3 minutes exercise or a movement and we stay there, and even though it works, I cannot believe it. Then what would you say to me if I am like that?
I would say try and prove the opposite. For example, the book, I could have written a book like all experts, specialists, 10,000 pages. My book is small, so everybody
200.
can understand.
200 pages. Yeah. People love your book in Hungary. We also sold a lot of books.
Yeah.
And it's understandable.
Yeah, it should be understandable. Otherwise, you are this guru or nobody understands.
Mm-hmm.
And you raise the cult of the person. We don't need that.
Yeah. So imagine there is a 1-week seminar.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite moment during the 1 week?
There in this 1-week seminar, it's normally the second day.
Mm-hmm.
First day, people are, if they're all newbies, I love to have newbies. First day is they getting in touch. They don't know what they're feeling. The feeling is changing. The people are changing. They recognize that they're sitting on the side of foreigners. They don't know each other. Second day, after second day, we have a lot of blockades already gone. And then they start to understand it's so simple and easy. What did I do my whole life? And I asked them in the morning, how was your night? And many people said, perhaps your night was also horrible because I worked so hard. I had so much stress. It's so easy. And then the third day is like being on holiday because they're all coming on clouds inside and feeling good. And many things are changed already. And the last day is just say goodbye to friends.
Yeah. That's so. And the third day, the trust is touchable.
Yeah.
So whatever you say, we do it because for sure it works, right?
Yeah.
That's I remember.
And your feeling is, and you see it is working. And this crazy guy from Germany is not lying to you. First, he's a businessman. He's doing some marketing tricks. He's David Copperfield or something like that. And after the third day, they said, no, there's not a David Copperfield. He's really only human.
Yeah.
And everybody can do it. And if you imagine that every person, if you show them they can do it, it is not artificial, right?
Yeah. And the energy is higher and higher.
Yeah.
and summarized. So on the 5th day, everybody flies actually.
Yes,
so it's really wonderful. Everybody loves everybody.
Yes.
Then
not in that way, but in another way. Yeah.
But people then go home and spread.
Yeah.
And really, they have to be very conscious not to fall back to a previous state, because the surrounding will pull them back.
Yes.
So that's why it's really important to come back and again. And it's wonderful that you have already in Germany this community who has the same language and support each other.
Yeah, they come together, and if there's some coming back after half a year, let's do this or that together.
Yeah.
And they feel it.
Yeah. And they work also online.
Yes. This is also good.
Yeah. Actually, I don't have more questions, but I happily hear whatever you think you would share with us.
I'm not sharing much. I'm just saying thank you. And it's so nice that I can be here, because perhaps we can reach more humans.
Yeah. Hopefully, yes.
Yes, because for the people outside, it's very important to have a brain, to have a heart, and to have a feeling, and to rely on that, and not on another person.
Yes, and get the information that they have tools, reachable tools around.
Yeah, and you can reproduce it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.